A Taco Bell mukbang story time. Okay. Let's start with a sip of this good old Baja Blast. And for those who don't know, Baja Blast was a flavor that Mountain Dew made exclusively for Taco Bell. I only know that because I used to work there. Oh God. And today, we're going to be talking about my first time pegging a submissive while I eat this Luxe Cravings box. So we have the Luxe box with the chalupa, beefy 5-layer, chips and guacamole, and a double stacked taco. Okay. This is what we're working with. Baby. And of course, we have the taco fries. Right? Sauce. So today we're going to be talking about my first time pegging a submissive, right? Because you do know I'm a dominatrix. My old YouTube channel got shut down. So I've told the story before, but the channel got shut down, so I'm going to tell the story again. And so with that being said, please do like and subscribe, okay? Please, because I gotta start all over again. I'm too sexy for YouTube, unfortunately. So here we go. Okay, so boom. I've been a dom up until this point of this pegging booking. I have been a dom professionally under a working title for maybe about 3 years. I've always been a dominating woman. I've always been an aggressive, sexually aggressive woman. So it was a fairly easy career choice for me. Chipotle sauce. No, this is the jalapeno ranch sauce. Ooh, jalapeno ranch. Oh, this is the spicy ranch. I don't know what other sauce. I got so many sauces, child. I got spicy ranch, avocado ranch, and 2 creamy jalapeno fries. Okay. So yeah. It was a fairly easy career choice. And it was something that was just really bestowed upon me. And I ran with it. So for me, it was like second nature being a dom. We're gonna start with, this is the chalupa. Yes. With some Diablo sauce, baby. Good ass chalupa, baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Look at her. Ready. So I went on this site and I'm close to my, made me a profile, post my ads in the groups, and one of the groups just so happened to be for pegging. It was something that I always wanted to try. It was something that I've watched before, I've seen before. I always thought, like, there are some doms that don't do it, but to me, I feel like if you don't do it, are you really a dom? You know, and there's just no shade to the other girls out there. Let's take this first bite, and I'm definitely dipping it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. So good. Right? So, let's use the fountain. If you hear any water drippings, it's my cat's water fountain. But, so yeah. I feel like and I can understand the no touch doms who just don't want to be touched or don't want to touch anyone. I understand that. But I'm talking about the ones that do. Like, I feel like pegging is the ultimate sacrifice. I feel like if you're submissive, and you don't have to be into this, it's not for you. But if you're into this, I feel like that's the ultimate, like, as a man, being penetrated by a woman, you know, right? It's the ultimate, like, submission. So anyway, I get booked for it, right? I get booked. I'm nervous as shit, right? So I tell him, I was just honest. I was like, you know what? I was just being honest. I was like, I don't have a strap on. I don't have a dong. I'm still a baby dom at this time, right? And so he was like, don't worry. We're going to go to the sex shop. We're going to get everything that you need. And we're going to make sure that, you know, that we're going to do what needs to be done. So I was like, okay, cool. Definitely. Okay, we're dipping into spicy ranch. Mm-hmm. So, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna go to the sex shop, everything when I get out there. Because of course he was visiting. You know, I live in Las Vegas. This was good. So he gets out here, boom. He sends the booking fee. Everything's a go. He gets out here. We go to the sex shop. And he was like, you know, for him, part of that was like a turn on for him because he's in a city where nobody knows him, and you know, he knows what's about to happen, but he's like, the fact that everyone else in the sex shop, knows what's about to happen as well. And he said that was part of the kink for him. That was part of the play. To buy the strap on. He bought me 2 different dongs. Lube, of course. Some rope. He bought me a paddle. He bought me everything I needed for him. Or whatever. He wanted to do those things. Like I had my paddles and my cuffs and restraints and stuff, but he wanted to buy that stuff like outright. in front of people in the store so they know what the hell going on between me and him. And mind you, it was so funny because, side note, when, a couple weeks before this happened, I had applied to work at this fucking sex store. So it was so nice to come in there with my little white sub and let him buy all the things that I needed. You guys may have rejected my interview, but you can't reject my service. Because I did put on my resume that I am, on my job application, that I'm a dominatrix. So I guess, I don't know, maybe they didn't like that. But it was so nice to go right back to that sex shop with my slave and throw all the things that we needed onto that fucking counter. And yeah, making them bitches serve me as they fucking should. Gonna deny me a job. I'm a hustler. Keep your job, bitch. Anyway, I went off on a tangent. So we so we finally go back to the room. Mind you, he was 420 friendly, so he wanted to, he wanted to puff a little bit. He wanted to talk a little bit, hang out a little bit before we, do what we need to do. Of course, he needed to clean himself out, all those things. So it was cool. It was cool. It was cool. We were living our best lives. And so boom. It's time for us to do what we do. I start off with a couple of spankings. I tied him up. I put my collar on him. I put my leash on him. I walked him around the room on his hands and knees. And I told him to crawl up on the bed. No. At this time, I did not have the strap on exactly. So I had him get on the bed and wait in the anticipation of it all. I made him get on the bed and wait for me to put this thing on. And mind you, this is my first time putting a strap on. I have never put one on before in my life. It didn't take forever, but it took a minute. It was just, oh my God. It was definitely complicated. Now I'm used to it, but before I was, what the fuck? Okay, this goes here, this leg goes here, what the fuck? Okay. I finally get the thing on, okay? I'm trying to get the thing on. And I put a condom on the dong. Because, to me, I don't know if it's just me, but dongs, using them raw, they have like a smell to them that I can't deal with. So I like to put condoms on my dongs because it's just a smoother, easier ride. I was already a content creator, so I would do it for myself. So, so I put the condom on. Boom. I'm getting full off this one chalupa. We might not eat all this. Okay? So I put the condom on. And I lube it up. Lube him up real good. Lube myself up. I had him bent over at first. Mind you, I learned that day it's easier. It's easier to peg, especially if you're short, missionary. Right? He was taller than me. But anyway, I climbed on his motherfucking back. I climbed on that back and I rode. I rode him. I rode that ass. Okay, and he loved it. I was like, oh my God. And so this is what I also learned, like, wow. Men, I commend y'all to have to pump over 50 to 100 times and still hold your nut and be alive is a feat. But I had to work. I had to work. It was no denying it. And I went to town. Doggy style, then I flipped him over. Oh wait, before that, we also got him some lingerie. So he had on this red lingerie because I wanted him to wear red. I had on this red lingerie. And honey, by the time we were done, he was naked and took all that shit off of him. Missionary was my favorite because you can actually control where the dick is going. And it was just easier access. And I didn't have to pump so much and pump so hard. But when I say that was some of the hardest work that I've ever had to do, it was some of the hardest work. Ooh, excuse my belly. It was some of the hardest work, bro. I didn't even finish this shit. I thought I was hungry, but I'm not. So, that's my story. My first time pegging a submissive. And I must say, unfortunately, while I was recording this video, my phone started ringing, but what I was going to say was, that was my first time pegging. Have I done it again? Yes. Will I do it again? Of course. And it's part of my repertoire now.